apart.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs the first meeting of National Council for Rejuvenation, Protection and Management of Ganga River in Kanpur, meeting to review progress of work and deliberate on aspects of cleaning the Ganga River. Normalcy returns to northeastern states after protests against the Citizenship Amendment legislation subside. Curfew relaxed in Guwahati today. On the last day of campaigning before fourth phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections, BJP Chief Amit Shah to hold public rallies in the state. Top leaders of other parties in the fray to address election rallies as well. US House panel approves impeachment charges against President Donald Trump. President dismisses the impeachment as a hoax, says he would not mind a long trial in the US Senate. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson promises Brexit before 31st January after his party's thumping electoral victory. Vows to work round the clock to repay the trust of the voters. Hello, you're watching DD News and I'm Preeti presenting the bulletin. Our top story first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, where he is chairing the first meeting of National Ganga Council at Chandrasekhar Azad University of Agriculture and Technology. The meeting is aimed at reviewing the progress of Namami Gange project. Namami Gange program is an integrated conservation mission approved in June 2014 with a budget outlay of 20,000 crore rupees to accomplish the twin objectives of effective pollution control and conservation and rejuvenation of river Ganga. Apart from holding the meeting, Prime Minister Modi will visit Atal Ghat, where he will take the steamer for the journey through the river. Earlier, after his arrival in Kanpur, Prime Minister headed to Chandrasekhar Azad University of Agriculture and Technology and paid tributes to the great Indian freedom fighter Chandrasekhar Azad. After that, Prime Minister also took a tour of an exhibition at the university. The exhibition displayed various aspects of Namami Gange project. Under Namami Gange project, 63 sewerage management projects are under implementation in Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal, while 12 new sewerage management projects have also been launched in these states. Besides, 28 riverfront development projects and 33 entry-level projects for construction, modernization and renovation of 182 ghats and 118 crematoria have also been initiated. Our correspondent Rishi is joining us to get us more on that. Rishi, the Prime Minister is currently chairing the Ganga Council meeting. Let us know more. Till when do we expect the meeting to continue?
हाँ बिल्कुल, इस समय राष्ट्रीय गंगा परिषद की बैठक कानपुर में चल रही है और हम जानते हैं कि राष्ट्रीय गंगा नदी के पुनर्जीवन, सुरक्षा और प्रबंधन के लिए इस परिषद का गठन किया गया है। और इस पूरे मसले पर हम देखें तो कानपुर को चले जाने इस बात को लेकर कि गंगा को प्रदूषण मुक्त करने में जो सबसे बड़ी चुनौतियां हैं उनको कैसे दूर किया जाए और इसमें आगे की क्या रूपरेखा, क्योंकि भारत ने एक कमिटमेंट किया है इस बात को लेकर कि नमामि गंगे कार्यक्रम के तहत अब वो गंगा को प्रदूषण मुक्त करेगा और गंगा के प्रदूषण से मुक्त करने में कई सारी बाधाएं ये बात भी है कि जो इसकी सहायक विद्या है उनको भी इस कार्यक्रम से जोड़ा जाए। तो इसके लिए पूरे राज्य केंद्र स्तर पर एक संयुक्त करने की जरूरत थी और उसी के तहत राष्ट्रीय गंगा परिषद का गठन 2016 में किया गया, जो कि पर्यावरण अधिनियम 1986 के तहत इसको ताकत दी गई है। और इसमें हम जानते हैं कि 5 राज्य जिसमें उत्तराखंड, उत्तर प्रदेश, बिहार, झारखंड, पश्चिम बंगाल के जो मुख्यमंत्री हैं उसके पदेन सदस्य हैं, साथ ही साथ 10 जो केंद्रीय मंत्री हैं, जो मंत्रालय हैं केंद्र सरकार के, जिसमें कि पर्यावरण की बात हो, चाहे वो वन की हो, जलवायु परिवर्तन से संबंधित हो, शहरी विकास मंत्रालय, कृषि मंत्रालय हो, वित्त मंत्रालय हो, और इसके अलावा जो ग्रामीण विकास मंत्रालय है, ये जो मंत्रालय है सबके वो उस परिषद के पदेन सदस्य होते हैं और इस बैठक में वो हिस्सा ले रहे हैं। निश्चित तौर से इस बैठक, क्योंकि ये पहली बैठक है और गंगा परिषद की जो बैठक में ये जो भी डिस्कशंस होंगे और उसके बाद जो कंक्लूजन्स आएंगे कि अब किस दिशा में आगे बढ़ना है, क्योंकि कानपुर में हम जानते हैं कि जो सबसे बड़ी उपलब्धि इस बात को लेकर कि जो सीतामऊ नाला, जो अन्य नाले हैं करीब 9 से 10 नालों, जिसमें कि जो सीवेज का जो पानी जो आता था, की वजह से गंगा में प्रदूषण बढ़ता था, उसको कंट्रोल करने का जो प्रयास हुआ है कानपुर में। उसके बाद जो परिषद है अब वो चाहती है कि जो उनका टारगेट था, जिसमें कि उन्होंने इस नमामि गंगे कार्यक्रम के तहत करीब 24,672 करोड़ की जो अनुमानित लागत थी, जिसमें सबसे बड़ा जो था वो सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट को लेकर प्लान किया गया था, और उसी के तहत हम देखें तो गंगा पर करीब 105 और उसकी सहायक नदियों पर करीब 26 इस तरीके जो सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट है उनको मंजूरी दी गई। तो ये जो पूरी प्रक्रिया है गंगा को स्वच्छ और निर्मल करने की, उसमें परिषद आज बेहद अहम डिस्कशंस के साथ और परिणामों के साथ आज आगे बढ़ेगी। जी।
All right. Also, Rishi, we've told our viewers that with an outlay of 20,000 crore rupees, the Namami Gange project was initiated in 2014. It's been 5 years now. Let us talk. How long has it come? How far has it come, in fact?
जी, पूरे मसले पर अगर हम देखें तो जो अब तक परिणाम है कि हमने कितना पैसा खर्च किया है और कितने हमने जो हमारे जो प्रोजेक्ट वो कंप्लीट हुए हैं, ये इस पूरी कहानी को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। और इस पूरे मसले में देखें तो सरकार की इस मामले में उपलब्धि है कि जो सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लान की जो बात हुई थी, और जो इस पूरे मिशन में जो चाहे वो ग्रामीण हो या शहरी इलाका हो, प्रदूषण की जो कारक है उनको कैसे दूर किया जाए, इसके लिए लाखों टॉयलेट देश में बनाई गई, जिसमें कि स्वच्छता मिशन के तहत जो ओडीएफ ग्रामीण इलाकों में घोषित किया गया। क्योंकि गंगा हम जानते हैं कि देश की 46% आबादी का जो जल ग्रहण क्षेत्र गंगा का इसमें रहता है, और 5 राज्यों के 66 जिले, 18 से अधिक शहर और 1657 से अधिक ग्राम पंचायत है। तो एक बृहद छोटे से गांव से लेकर और जो बड़े बड़े शहर हैं, औद्योगिक शहर हैं, इन सब पर मल्टी लेवल पर उसके जो कोशिशें हैं, राज्य और केंद्र दोनों मिलकर आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। इसीलिए इस परिषद की महत्ता बढ़ जाती है, क्योंकि ये परिषद अपने आप में एम्पावर्ड है एक पर्यावरण संरक्षण अधिनियम के तहत, और साथ ही साथ इसके पास और अन्य अधिकार भी है जिसके तहत वो फैसला लेकर प्रोजेक्ट इसमें आगे बढ़ा सकती है। जी।
All right, Rishi, thank you for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you again once the meeting ends. That was our correspondent Rishi telling us more about the Namami Gange project and also the first meeting of the National Ganga Council, which is being chaired by Prime Minister in Kanpur. We'll keep you updated once the meeting ends. Meanwhile, normalcy is returning in the state of Assam after protests that had erupted in the wake of passage of Citizenship Amendment Bill in Parliament. Curfew has been relaxed in Guwahati from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. today. The PWD workers worked overtime last night to clear the debris all over the place across the city. Assam Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma also supervised the work and visited few places. There have been peaceful protests at a few places and curfew has been relaxed in Dibrugarh district yesterday. Assam DGP Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta yesterday clarified that strict action will be taken against people taking over law and order in their hands. He also mentioned that no action will be taken against people protesting in a peaceful manner in the state.
There are different conspirators. There are different kinds of organizations and people. The democratic, peaceful agitators are not our adversaries at all. We facilitate their movement, only that we take care to stop them when we get information that they have been infiltrated by bad characters.
Meanwhile, in the Silchar city of Assam, people have welcomed the Citizenship Amendment Bill.
विभिन्न देशों से जो लोग आज भारत में नागरिकता बिल पास होने पर जो रहने की मौका पा रहे हैं, इसके लिए बहुत ही खुशी लग रही है।
सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट बिल जो पास हुआ राज्यसभा में, हम लोग बहुत आनंदित हो। हिंदू शरणार्थी धर्मीय कारण में भारत में घुसा था वैध पासपोर्ट लेके, लेकिन हम लोगों का सिटीजनशिप नहीं मिल रहा है। हम लोगों को उम्मीद है अभी हम लोग भारत का नागरिक बन सकते हैं।
हमारा आसाम का शरणार्थी नहीं है, पूरा देश में बहुत जगह से आया, पाकिस्तान बांग्लादेश से आया, बहुत हिंदू है, बुद्धिस्ट है, क्रिश्चियन है, सबका लिए आनंद का खुशी का दिन।
काफ़ी लोग देशभाग के बलि होकर जो बाहर थे, भूखे थे, नंगे थे, छत नहीं था सर पे, दूसरे संप्रदाय के लोगों ने उनका ऊपर टोकचार करते थे। आज का तारीख में इंडिया में फिर से वो लोग वापस आए।
अफगानिस्तान, पाकिस्तान और बांग्लादेश में प्रताड़ित हुए हमारे हिंदू, पारसी, सिख, बौद्ध, जैन भाइयों को जो सुविधा हमारा देश देगा, उन्होंने इसको लेके कहा है, तो हमें बहुत ही खुशी है।
And Kamal Bora is joining us to get us more on the situation there. Kamal, first of all, let us know how is the day there. Get us more. We've told our viewers that normalcy has returned in the state.
Yes, Priti, it's really good to see a good number of people coming on roads today, since the curfew has been relaxed from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the city, Guwahati. And really, after 3-4 days of violent protest that has erupted on the wake of passage of the bill, the Citizenship Amendment Bill, it's really good to see a good number of people on road. Not only people, vehicles, public transport, private vehicles, they are flying on roads, markets are opening, people are going to take their stuff, necessary stuff from the market, since because after 4 o'clock everything will be closed. That is why there is a rush we have seen so far in the market and in the petrol pumps also, because after 4 o'clock those petrol pumps will also be closed. Apprehending, people might take advantage in the darkness to carry out more violent activities in the across the state, because protests are going on in many parts of the state. Even all of some student organization, who is the leading organization carrying out protests, they have appealed to the people that not to carry out any activities, protest activities after 5 o'clock. They are also appealing to go for democratic protest only. Even police are saying that they will facilitate the movement of peaceful protest, but at any cost they are not going to tolerate any untoward incident, and they are keeping a very close eye on those elements who might carry out this sort of violent activities. So this is the development so far. We have seen the normalcy has returned, though the curfew is there after 4 o'clock, but if the situation really prevails like this only in peaceful manner, definitely in a very short period of time, we will see a good amount of development. Definitely curfew will be relaxed fully.
All right, Kamal, thank you for joining us with those details. And in other news, election campaigning will end today for the 4th phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections. 15 constituencies spread over 4 districts will go to polls in the 4th phase on the 16th of December. Top leaders of various political parties are holding public rallies. BJP National President Amit Shah will address 3 public meetings in Dibrugarh, Deoghar and Dhanbad. BJP Working President JP Nadda will also address public meetings in Jharkhand. The BJP Working President will visit Mahagama and address a rally there. He will also address a public meeting in Bodio in Jharkhand. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha leader Hemant Soren will also address a series of rallies for the 4th phase of polls on 16 December. Congress is holding a rally in Delhi today. Senior leaders including party President Sonia Gandhi, former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and Rahul Gandhi are participating in the rally. The rally comes in the wake of opposition's attack on the government on a range of issues, including the state of economy, amended Citizenship Act, farmers' distress and also jobs. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today attended a function to celebrate the 40th Foundation Day of Institute of Rural Management, Anand, that is IRMA, at National Dairy Development Board, Anand, in Gujarat today. Vice President appreciated the role of IRMA for working tirelessly to build an India that Sardar Patel and Mahatma Gandhi had dreamt of since its inception in 1979.
पिछले 5 सालों में प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना के तहत लगभग 2 लाख किलोमीटर लंबी नई ग्रामीण सड़कों का निर्माण किया गया है। अब सरकार ने इस योजना का तीसरा चरण शुरू करने का निर्णय लिया है, जिसके तहत अगले 5 सालों में 1,25,000 किलोमीटर की ग्रामीण सड़कों का उन्नयन और विकास किया जाएगा। उन सड़कों पर विशेष ध्यान दिया जाएगा जो रिहायशी मकानों की अनाज मंडी, स्कूल या अस्पताल से जोड़ती है।
Cold wave conditions have intensified across North India. Several parts of northern region have received rains and snowfall in the past 3 days. In Jammu and Kashmir, fresh snowfall across Kashmir Valley yesterday disrupted air traffic at the Srinagar airport, while the Srinagar-Jammu highway remained closed for vehicular movement. Fresh snowfall has snapped the road connectivity in several areas across Kashmir region. And normal life in Uttarakhand has also been disrupted following heavy snowfall in higher reaches and light to moderate rains, especially in hilly areas. Schools up to class 12 have been closed today as well. Snowfall and light to moderate rains across the hilly state have dipped the mercury level. In Himachal Pradesh, cold wave conditions further intensified following rain and snowfall in many parts of the state for last 3 days. The high altitude areas of Lahaul Spiti, Kinnaur, Kullu and Shimla districts received heavy snowfall, whereas several other areas of the state witnessed rain. The entire state is reeling under severe cold wave conditions following rain and snowfall. Due to heavy snow, many circuit roads connecting villages in high hills have also been disrupted. In the wake of fresh snowfall, major tourist spots, Manali and Kufri, have been flooded with tourists. The national capital, Delhi, is also reeling under cold wave conditions. The weatherman has predicted partly cloudy sky and moderate fog for today. Maximum and minimum temperature is likely to hover around 19 and 10 degrees Celsius. Akali Dal is celebrating its 99th Foundation Day today. Extending greetings and best wishes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that Akali Dal has always been at the forefront of serving the society and raising issues of public welfare. Prime Minister in a tweet said that Bharatiya Janata Party is proud to be a valued friend and ally of the Akali Dal. He further tweeted that our alliance is not merely a political alliance. Together, we have given the people of Punjab development-oriented and compassionate governments that have transformed many lives. To boost routine immunization coverage, the government has launched the intensified mission Indradhanush 2 program. Now, the aim thus is to ensure reaching the unreached and expanding the coverage. A look at this ground report from Ahmednagar district in Maharashtra.
Under the intensified mission Indradhanush 2.0, a total of 311 sessions have been organized in Ahmednagar district of Maharashtra to vaccinate those who were left out from the process. Till now, 204 pregnant mothers and 1,480 children have been vaccinated under this program. The vaccination rate has been commendable here, with 97% of children and almost 100% pregnant mothers getting covered.
We have done surveys of various areas including the slums. We are also creating awareness about why is it necessary to get vaccinated.
The staff from the government hospital came to my house and vaccinated my child. We did not have to go anywhere or do anything. I'm really happy as these vaccinations will protect my child.
IPV आणि तोंडामध्ये 2 थेंब पोलिओ.
The staff from Primary Healthcare Center came and vaccinated my child so as to prevent my child from falling sick. We are really happy with how things are done. The expanded scheme aims at immunizing children under the age of 2 years and pregnant women against 8 vaccine-preventable diseases like diphtheria, whooping cough, tetanus, polio, tuberculosis, measles, meningitis and hepatitis B. Even vaccines for Japanese encephalitis and Haemophilus influenza are also being provided in selected areas under the scheme. Bureau Report, DD News.
And a tense round of United Nations climate negotiations over the future of global action on climate change ran into overtime on Friday night. It began on December 2nd and the talks were supposed to end on Friday evening, but they were still underway early this morning, with new statements expected to be released later in the day today. The aim of the Madrid negotiations is to finalize the rule book for 2015 Paris Climate Accord, which enjoins the nations to limit global temperature rises to well below 2 degrees Celsius. The COP25 summit in Madrid arrives on the heels of climate-related disasters across the planet, including unprecedented cyclones, deadly droughts and record-setting heat waves. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has called for closure on Brexit and vowed to work round the clock to repay the trust of the voters. In his first speech after a landslide victory in the UK general elections, Johnson said that he hopes that his party's extraordinary election win will bring closure to the Brexit debate and let the healing begin. He said that he would fulfill his pledge to take the UK out of the European Union on 31st of January. To highlight his plans beyond Brexit, Johnson said that National Health Service would be his top priority in the government. He also thanked lifelong Labour supporters who deserted Jeremy Corbyn's party and turned to the Conservatives. A Democratic-controlled U.S. House of Representatives committee approved charges of abuse of power and obstruction against Republican President Donald Trump yesterday, making it almost certain that he will become the 3rd U.S. president in history to be impeached. The House Judiciary Committee voted 23-17 along the party lines to approve an article of impeachment charging Trump with abusing the power of his office to pressure Ukraine to investigate a possible rival in the 2020 presidential election, that is, Democrat Joe Biden. The full House, where the Democrats hold a majority, is likely to approve the charges next week, completing the impeachment process and sending Trump for trial in the Senate within weeks. Meanwhile, White House has described the vote by lawmakers as a desperate charade. And Donald Trump has dismissed the impeachment process against him as a hoax and said that he would not mind a long trial in the U.S. Senate, saying that he wanted to see the whistleblower whose complaint led the Democrats to launch the inquiry. And seasoned pacer Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has been ruled out of the upcoming 3-match ODI series against West Indies due to an injury. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar picked up the injury during preceding T20 series, which India won by 2-1 earlier this week. Mumbai pacer Shardul Thakur is named as Bhuvaneshwar's replacement in India's ODI squad. Shardul recently shone with the bat for Mumbai, slamming a quick-fire 64 for Baroda in their Ranji Trophy Round 1 match. However, the pacer picked up only 1 wicket during their massive win. And in badminton, India's PV Sindhu recorded a consolation win over Chinese He Bingjiao in the 3rd Group A match of the BWF World Tour final in China on Friday. After being down in the opening game, Sindhu eventually outwitted Bingjiao for 21-19, 21-19 and finished 3rd in the group. The win also snapped Sindhu's run of 4 straight losses to the Chinese, making their head-to-head record 6-9. And up next, we'll take a look at some other sports stories making headlines in Sports Wrap.
Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has signed a new deal with the club that will run until 2024, the Premier League club announced on Friday. Former Borussia Dortmund manager Klopp took the reins at Liverpool in October 2015 and guided them to back-to-back Champions League finals in 2018 and 2019, winning their 6th European Cup last season. Klopp took Liverpool to the brink of the first ever Premier League title last season, finishing a point behind champions Manchester City. Brazil, Colombia and Japan have each submitted formal bids to host the 2023 Women's World Cup a day after Australia and New Zealand announced their joint bid. The 4 submissions come amid an unprecedented interest from member countries, with the upcoming edition of the tournament set to be the first to feature 32 teams. FIFA will evaluate the potential hosts during January and February before the council selects the winning bid at its June 2020 meeting. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has denied reports that his contract contains a break clause that could allow him to leave at the end of the season. The Spaniard signed an extension last year until 2021, but with City's hope of a 3rd successive Premier League title now looking remote, questions have been raised about his future. Liverpool midfielder James Milner has agreed a contract extension to stay at the Premier League leaders until 2022. The 33-year-old joined the Reds on a free transfer from Manchester City in June 2015 and is in the final season of his present deal. He won the Champions League with Liverpool last season, adding a Super Cup winners' medal in August. The contract extension was announced on the same day that manager Jurgen Klopp signed a new deal of his own until 2024. Sports Desk, DD News.
Alright, that's it in this edition of the news this hour. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.